Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing tonight? What is going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Some noise going on tonight or earlier today, so a lot of noise in general on this Monday around Major League Baseball. So we'll talk about it. All right. The Yankees were in on a couple of players. One player just got traded to the Cincinnati Reds. They're interested in Luis Arraez. Now, John Heyman is saying that they're not interested in Luis Arraez as of right now. Michael Lorenzen just re-signed with the Kansas City Royals, and then that's about it, I believe. So, yeah, a lot happening today. A lot of news coming out. Some stories are very conflicting, but we'll find out soon. But we'll talk about it. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. We are on the road to 1,500 subscribers. So if you are new and you're watching this, hit that subscribe button and join in on the conversation. So let's say what's up to the people in the chat. Who do we have? We got Bryce in the building, John S., Ken, John the Beagle Dad. Hopefully you're doing all right, man. What is going on? We also have Jonathan is in the chat. What's up, Jonathan? Good to see you. Going down the chat here. Stephen B., what is going on? L.I. Yankee King, what is up? Cold Italian Pizza, how you doing? What's going on? We got David Elias in the chat. What's up, David Elias? How you doing? But what is going on? We got NHB Dribs in the building. What's up, man? Yeah, and we'll talk about it. Sean Browning, what is going on? What's up? So just pulling up a comment here from David Elias. He says, if Cashman locks on Arraez for a year, the infield is going to be full of contact hitters with Goldschmidt lending his veteran experience is going to make the infield great. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of mixed opinions when it comes to Luis Arraez. I know a lot of folks there's some folks that are absolutely on board with trading for him. Then there's other fans that are not on board for trading for him. I mean, listen, the great thing about Luis Arraez, I mean, the guy can hit. He can get on base. He does create opportunities. He's not a guy that needs to hit a bunch of home runs, but he could get on base and create opportunities, right? There's things that he needs to improve in when it comes to his plate appearances. He does strike out a lot, doesn't walk a lot. And his defense isn't great. And let's keep in mind, the defense is something that a lot of fans were complaining about when the season was over. Defense was one of the things that fans were complaining about. All right, and it's true. The Yankees' defense was terrible. Would he work out defensively for the Yankees? I don't think so. I mean, a lot of fans went a whole season complaining about Gleyber Torres' defense. I mean, it wasn't just Gleyber Torres' defense, the infield in general, the defense was terrible. So, that's where my hesitation is with a guy like Arraez, is because his defense isn't that great. His bat, on the other hand, sure. The guy has a good bat. Yeah, he hits a lot of singles, but he gets on base. That's the thing. He's got offensively, he's got good stats. Yeah, he's not a fast runner. He doesn't hit a lot of home runs, but the fact of the matter is, I mean, he would be he still would be a good bat to have, and he would be a good leadoff guy. And the Yankees don't have a leadoff guy right now in their lineup. That's the other thing. So for me, I'm mixed. I'm mixed. I don't. It's like there's benefits of having Arraez. Then there's also negatives with having Arraez. Is it worth it for one season? I don't know. You decide. All right, because he does fill a need in the lineup. You could easily plug him in at the leadoff spot, but defensively, he's not good, right? And again, a lot of fans, right, including myself, I had problems with Gleyber Torres's, defense, right? Defensively, he wasn't great. And now, if you bring in Arraez, then what? Is his defense going to be any good for the Yankees? Because defensively, again, he's not good, but his bat, he's got a good bat. Is that gonna help this? Is it gonna help the Yankees lineup? It will offensively, yes. The guy could get on base. He can, he gets his hits. He doesn't need to be a home run hitter, but there's pros and cons to trading for Arraez. Now, Jeff Passan earlier made a tweet saying that the Yankees were interested in Luis Arraez and Gavin Lux. But now, Gavin Lux was traded to the Cincinnati Reds, which was a good move for the Reds. And Cincinnati and the Dodgers received a competitive balance round A pick around number 37 and outfield prospect Mike Sirota. So they get a draft pick and an outfield prospect. So good for the Dodgers. I mean, it was inevitable that Gavin Lux was going to get traded, considering they have a lot of infielders and there was a bit of a logjam. So good for the Reds for getting Gavin Lux. So I mean, the Yankees were interested. Clearly not happening. Now, John Heyman was saying that the talks for Arraez is not seen as a fit for the Yankees for now. At least for now, he says. Now, again, I don't know what to believe, because Passan was saying that the Yankees were interested and they've been talking for a lot for over the past few days, several days. But I wonder, with that tweet that that John Heyman came out with, is it because is what he's reporting true? Is it true? So we don't know. I mean, a lot of times, you always hear about how John Heyman is the mouthpiece for Scott Boras. You got to wonder, Scott Boras, is he still trying to push the Ha-Seong Kim and Alex Bregman narrative? Is he going to? I mean, are the Yankees even still considering either one of those two guys? I don't think they're considering Bregman. Ha-Seong Kim, I can see, but you got to keep in mind, the Yankees don't. I mean, the infield for what the Yankees need, the market is very thin. The market is extremely thin right now. So there's not really a lot of options for the Yankees. All right. They could have looked into Yandy Diaz and Brandon Lau from the Rays, but the Rays have made it known that neither one of those guys are available. They're going to hold on to them. Another option that the Yankees could look at, I mean, if they wanted to, they could look at Cronenworth. They could look at Jake Cronenworth. He'd be a solid second baseman for the Yankees. I mean, he's good defensively, and he can also hit. I mean, that's another option that the Yankees could look into. They could still look into signing Kim. They obviously, Bregman is still out there, but again, I've said it time and time again, I don't think the Yankees are going to sign Bregman, although a lot of Yankees fans would very much welcome that. Personally, I don't think he's worth $200 million, and I don't think the Yankees want to sign him, especially a guy that comes with a qualifying offer. So do the Yankees want to lose another set of draft picks and give up IFA money? They're still in on, with Roki Sasaki, which, there's been a lot. Speaking of Roki Sasaki, a lot of people have been linking Roki Sasaki to the Padres and the Dodgers, but right now, the Padres are in a little bit of trouble. They're in a little bit of trouble because apparently the widow of the owner is trying to sue the Padres' current owner about something about the ownership. I'd have to pull it up again, and this could be good news for the Yankees. So if the Yankees, if this is something that Roki Sasaki is paying attention to and his agent is paying attention to, the Padres are in a little bit of a mess right now. Could that also play into the Yankees' play to the Yankees' advantage? Possibly. So, things could quickly change, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, he still has about a couple of weeks, week and a half or so to make a decision on where he wants to play. So, here's your options. I mean, do the Yankees trade for Arraez? Do they trade? Do they try to trade or sign for someone else, or do they go with one of their internal options? The internal options, not great. All right, I don't want to play DJ. I don't want to play Oswaldo Cabrera. I'd rather have Oswaldo Cabrera come off the bench, being that utility guy. I mean, do you go with Oswald Peraza? I mean, I'd rather go. If we're gonna go internally, I'd rather go with Oswald Peraza over DJ and Oswaldo Cabrera. So our internal options, they're not attractive. Okay, so those are the other things to consider. So, again, the market is very thin as far as the infield goes. All right, there's not really a lot of great options out there. And if I mean, at least from what I've seen, who as far as who the Yankees are trying to go after. So, what do they do? We'll see. Yeah, well, Roki could come to the Yankees, like I was saying there, Li. Padres right now are experiencing some problems. So we'll see what happens. David Elias is saying at this point, Arraez will give us 300 hitter that can hit from number 3 or number 6 spot to help keep the line moving for sure. And I think he could be a leadoff guy too. I really do. What's up, Udall? How's it going? Joe, what is going on? Brad, what is up? Jay Snow, yeah, I'm not. The internal options are not great. And John Birdie, I like John Birdie, but he gets hurt too often. He was, things started off great for him in 2024. He got hurt, and then he was out for a while, and then he did come back. He provided some help. He was beneficial, but then he got hurt again. So personally, I'm not really for bringing back John Birdie. I mean, unless if the Yankees bring him back on the cheap. So Cabrera, Peraza at third base sound great. DJ isn't going anywhere. Well, yeah, DJ is going to play out his contract. So I mean, that's the thing. He's not a guy that should be in the lineup. He shouldn't be starting. But the Yankees aren't going to DFA him either. So there is that. I mean, if it's Arraez or no one, I mean, yeah, or it's probably going to be Arraez or no one unless they surprise us. But yeah, Peraza, I mean, this could be an opportunity for him. If the Yankees are going to go internally, I'd rather go Peraza. So that's what I think. 22 likes. Thank you, Jonathan. Let's try we got close to 120 people. Between X and YouTube. So if you're watching this on X, come over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and join in on the conversation. I would greatly appreciate it. D-Rod, what is going on? Mr. Coconuts, how's it going? So I trade DJ and Stroh for a bag of peanuts at this point. Well, DJ is going to be a little bit of a hard trade because he's a 5'10" guy. So he does have a trade clause, a no trade clause. So it'd be hard to trade him. Stroman, I mean, yeah, the Yankees are they're definitely looking to trade him. It's just a matter of what team wants him, and are they going to have to eat some of that contract to make it more worthwhile for teams? So, they want to move him though. They're trying to get out of that contract, and the Yankees need to shed some payroll. So right now they're at 303 million, I believe, for the payroll. So they're over the Cohen threshold of 301. So yes, he can. Peraza can definitely play defense, which is why if you're going to go internal, I'd rather go Peraza at third base and then move Jazz over to second. So you don't like the middle of the lineup yet with Luis Arraez. It gives Judge more players on base. I mean, this is what I'm saying, Mr. Coconuts, that he has some positives about him, but there are some negatives when it comes to Arraez. So, I mean, are you willing to, sacrifice some of that defense and have that offense? That's the question I want to ask everybody. Yeah, I mean, again, when it comes to offense, I mean, Arraez is a proven hitter, but yeah, Peraza defensively is really good. So there is that. Was a fluke. I mean, yeah, but he got hurt twice though. I mean, he got injured twice. So, yeah, it might have that injury that he had in San Diego against San Diego was a fluke for sure. But you hope that it's not like an occurrence, like Giancarlo Stanton who gets hurt every season, unfortunately, and then he's out for a little while, for about a month or so. And David Elias, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You are the man. I like Cashman's plan B than Cohen's plan A. Fried, Williams, Goldschmidt, Bellinger are great ads. Yankees are better without $765 million debt. I mean, listen, the Yankees not signing Juan Soto, it was a big blow. It was a punch to the gut for sure. But they would with the plan B. I mean, they filled in some holes and put the focus on things that were absolutely necessary. So far, I liked all the moves that the Yankees have made. They just need to make one more move as far as the bats go. One more move, and then they gotta figure out getting one or two lefty arms for the bullpen. So, yeah, and it is hard to replace what Juan Soto did. So, I absolutely agree with that. No Arraez, Jazz to second base, focus on defense. They are only going to pick up a third base when the dust settles. But who is that guy that you want, though, Ken, from Myrtle Beach? Because I got two Kens in here. So I'm going to say Ken and Ken from Myrtle Beach. And it looks like vote-wise, I have 41 votes so far. And 66% of you are saying that the Yankees should trade for Arraez. 17% are saying no. And then the other 17% are saying sign or trade for someone else. So, yes, get Arraez, man, gets on. We can live with his defense. Every area is proved we can live with his gloves. Stan always hurt. Put him in DH role. Well, Stanton's going to play DH no matter what. I mean, that's going to be the rest of his career with the Yankees. So that man is not going to see the outfield. And if he gets hurt, somebody else will fill in that role easily. But again, D1, this is one of the things that I mentioned earlier, was that the Yankees fans, right? There was a lot of fans that were complaining about the defense and the fundamentals of this team. And now there's there's fans that want Arraez when his defense isn't exactly the greatest. So, well, they got good bats, man. They got good bats, I would say, but they need a guy that can lead off. They need a guy that can lead off because the Yankees, as of right now, they don't have that. They don't have a guy that can lead off. Outfield, Bellinger, Dominguez, Judge, DH, Stanton. Infield, Cabrera, Peraza. Jazz to second base, Volpe, Goldschmidt, Rice and Wells. Rice, Rolls and Rice behind the plate. I got you. Okay. So you're thinking Rice as the backup first baseman and as the backup catcher. I got you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we need a leadoff hitter. Luis is the man. We is bat. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So Arraez would definitely solve that problem as the leadoff hitter. I mean, his bat is great, but defensively, there is a little bit of an issue with him defensively. Again, is that something that that you're willing to sacrifice? Because the Yankees have been extremely focused on defense this offseason, which is great, which is a good thing. Slap that like, and if he deserves, appreciate you, Raziel. How are you, my friend? Cards will eventually bend in their ask for Arenado, and they don't want him. Well, Arenado may be going to the Boston Red Sox, so there's a lot of chatter there, D-Rod. So he might be going to the Boston Red Sox. So if that's the case, I mean, the Yankees are probably not in on Nolan Arenado, or they could be. They could be. We just don't know it. Yeah, Rice is the backup. Alex Jackson. Yeah, Alex Jackson. I know there's been a lot of talk about Escara as well. He's another one. Well, this is what we've been talking about. Luis Arraez's defense is not good, but his bat makes up for it. So, is that what you? Are you willing to sacrifice the defense in the infield? I don't know. Remember, NFE, we have 6 to 9 guys are Gold Glovers, Volpe, Jaswells, Goldie, Belly, Judge. Yeah. I mean, those are some Gold Glovers, all right, and they're excellent Gold Glovers. So, again, defensively, I like it. I like these players that we have. That would work for him going to the Red Sox. Yeah. Get Devers from the Sox. LOL, Evil Empire way to do it. Imagine if they do. Arenado news is clickbait crap. Yeah, maybe not. We had bleeping goofy Gleyber out there all season. Yeah, but see, this is the thing, Raziel. Yeah, they had Gleyber Torres, and fans were complaining. A lot of fans were complaining about Gleyber Torres. You know, I'm wondering if those same fans right now are on board with Arraez after complaining about Torres' defense. So you're getting a good hitter, but the defense is risky. And I just, this is where, again, I'm having some mixed reviews. Yeah, defensively, I mean, Arenado would be a beast at third base. I would love to have that for sure. NHB Dribs, I mean, I don't know if the Yankees are officially out on Bregman, but you know, I don't think they're going to acquire Bregman. The reason being is because, you know, he is attached to a QO. Did the Yankees want to lose another 2 draft picks and IFA money? I don't think so. And they are still in on Roki Sasaki. So, you know, he could fall into their laps. What's up, referee? How's it going? What's Joe saying here? Yeah, we are on board. I'll tell you why, because I've seen him. He's not lazy Torres as he goes into thinking he is Mickey Mouse. Those are the same fans that wanted Jason out here because he's struggling in left field. Well, you know, you gotta get. I mean, Dominguez, I'm not gonna pass any judgment on him yet. We have yet to see him play a full season, so I will hold back judgment. I think he's got potential. You know, if in this 2025 season, if this guy could hit, if he could hit 20 home runs, has a batting average of 250, I'll take that from him. I mean, this is true too. There is a reason why he's been traded 3 times already in 3 years. I mean, I don't know. He hasn't played long. I mean, he played for a few different teams, so it could be a problem. Got to replace lost hitters. Haven't done that enough yet. I mean, again, you're not. I mean, Juan Soto was that guy in the lineup who helped solve a lot of the problems, but the Yankees, again, they picked up Cody Bellinger. Does he completely replace his bat? No, but defensively he's good, and I still say he's a good hitter. Maybe he's not Juan Soto, sure, but the Yankees, as long as they have a good quality lineup and the guys are hitting, especially if they can improve on their situational hitting, because the team was piss poor with situational hitting. If they could improve there, the lineup will be fine. So you got to, again, Juan Soto definitely solved a lot of problems, but you got to have everybody hitting on all cylinders. You got to have everybody clicking, right? Can't depend on one or two players. It doesn't work that way. As long as the New York Yankees do not get, I don't want Yohan Moncada. No, thank you. Nope. I'm okay on that. I still believe it's going to be somebody that we're going to be like, oh my God, how did they do that? Yeah, I mean, you never know there, Joe. I mean, the Yankees, as you know, man, have been known to sign or trade for a player that we never even thought of or even expected. Sometimes it's names that we never even heard of. So, they know how to throw a curveball. Wells slumped hard last year, and Volpe the same. I don't fully trust this lineup. Well, Wells played. We'll see what Wells does in year two. All right, year one. I mean, that was his first full season as a rookie. I mean, there's things that he needs to work on. Let's see what he does in year two. Volpe, year three. I mean, he certainly has to turn it around. So let's see what he does in year three. And if year three is not really a success, then the Yankees will have to assess. But let's just see how 2025 plays out. Yeah, I mean, leadoff hitter Arraez, he does solve that. I mean, he does solve certain problems with the Yankees, but you know, he is not great defensively. James McCann, or where was that comment? You have a feeling they're going to sign James McCann? That's a pass for me, personally. So, Arraez was traded to the Marlins for financial reasons. He was traded. Yeah. So money seems to be the issue. Yeah, Mike Trout, man. That was a player that so many fans were wanted. Listen, I like Mike Trout. I think he's an excellent player, but the man has been injury prone his entire career. When he's not hurt, he's a fantastic player. Like, he's no joke, but the guy's just always hurt. My metric for measuring. So I need him personally. I need him to have better plate appearances. I think too many times he's trying to hit the ball out of the park. And there's been times where, there's runners in scoring position. He does not come through in the clutch. I think he needs to be more of a contact hitter, more than a power hitter. Put the ball in play, get on base, and then be a threat on the base paths. The guy's fast. He can steal. So I'd rather, I want him to improve. Again, I want him to be more of a contact hitter than a power hitter. I think too many times he's trying to be a power hitter. And then defensively, just little things that he still that I feel he needs to work on. I'm not saying he's bad, but routine plays, it's kind of a nightmare at times. So you can say that about the 2024 infield overall. Thanks to the chat. I didn't know about his defensive struggles. I'd rather have Roki Sasaki. Good grief. That's an A-grade winner without I mean, shoot, if they get Sasaki, I mean, solid pitcher. Yeah, I'll take it all day, man. Yeah, straighten his throwing arm too. I mean, some of those, sometimes his throws, man, it does scare me. I'm wondering if the Yankees might be thinking of Lawrence Butler of the A's. I know he's an outfielder, but I heard he can complete the infield. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the A's, I'm kind of done trading with them. That Montas trade brings back bad memories. Cool. And a few of my brothers, sorry I haven't been tuning in. What's up, Jacob? Nah, you're good, dude. You gotta work, man. Work and make your money, dude. Work and make your money by all means. In your opinion, Yankees fans only look at batting average to evaluate a player, yet Yankees fans need to learn that Gleyber is better than Arraez. I mean, some fans will beg to differ on that, but I'll let you all debate amongst yourselves. Forget Arraez, drunk Hispanic is saying he's calling World Series champions. Okay. So yeah, 250 to 270 batting average, foul line to foul line, consistent approach at plate. Yeah. I think you're talking about Volpe there. One thing is for sure, the Yankees have to do something this week. They even said it on Follow. I mean, they have to do something, whether it's this week or next week. I mean, they got to do something. They got to get another bat. I mean, it's clear that they don't have a leadoff guy, so they need to get that. They need to get that leadoff guy. Whether if it's not Arraez, it has to be somebody else, because I'm not comfortable with the Yankees going with the internal options. Should they go that route? I just hope that they don't. So, we got the Ace Avenue in the building. Chia, what's up, Ace? If you folks are not subscribed to the Ace Avenue, make sure you guys and gals do subscribe to the Ace Avenue. Does awesome job on his channel. Ace, pleasure, man. I'm looking forward to 2025, man. I'm looking forward to hopefully doing more live streams with you on your channel. You hopping on my channel, call and do a play-by-play with you, man. I'm looking forward to 2025. So hopefully we can link up. And I want to get with you and Max. Us three need to do a panel together. We need to get together and do a stream. So I want to reach out to Max and work something out and get you on too, bro. So as a matter of fact, after this live stream, I'll reach out to Max and try to get something going. So yeah, slap the like, people. Like Brazil says, it's free. All right, we're about 35 minutes into the live stream, so I would greatly appreciate it if you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and continue sharing this channel out. We are on the road to 1,500 subs, so we're close to about 1,420. So if there's anybody out there not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Join in on the conversation. It's mostly Yankees talk, but if you're a fan of another team, you're always welcome here. I don't say no to other fans, and we could talk about your team as well. And I'd love to get your thoughts on the team that you support. And also, speaking of other fans, I'm actually going to be doing a show with the Back It Up Binge podcast. That's an Orioles channel. So I'm doing a show with him on Wednesday. It's going to be pre-recorded, but I'm looking forward to that. So I'm really excited. Hopefully, when that comes out, I can share that. I can share that link with you all, and you can check that out. So, they don't have to do anything. They will hold until the Sasaki sweepstakes is over, and that could very well be it too, Ken. That could very well be it too. But they could very well make a move. I mean, they don't have to necessarily wait for the Sasaki sweepstakes. So. He said no Red Sox fans. Oh, man. What up, Pete Will? You never fully, because anything possible. But let's be honest here. Sasaki isn't coming here. They need to focus on third, get the lefty relievers we need, move Stroh. I mean, you know, like I said, the Padres they're having some problems about ownership. So that might not sit well with a guy like Sasaki because it sounds like the organization is in a little bit of a mess right now. So it could improve the Yankees' odds. I'm not saying they're gonna get him. I don't think it's a lock, but it could improve their chances. But yeah, they do need to focus on another bat, and they need to get some lefty relievers. They need to move Stroman. I'm with you on all of that there, Raziel. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and I've been wrong many times. I don't foresee Sasaki coming to the Yankees, but you never know. You never know. So speaking of the Orioles, Santander, what's going on with him? As far as Santander, it sounds like there's a couple of teams that were interested in him. He's looking to get paid $20 million a season. I don't think he's worth that, in my opinion. I don't know what team would be willing to pay him $20 million a year. I don't think any team would be willing to pay that kind of money. We'll bring in a qualifying offer free agent. Like who? Are you thinking Bregman there, Ken? Yeah, that's why. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't think Sasaki comes to the Yankees, but again, I have been wrong before, and you never know. I mean, we didn't expect the Yankees to trade for Devin Williams. Devin Williams almost became a Los Angeles Dodger, and the Yankees came in and got him. So gotcha. Well, okay. So speaking of Alex Bregman, I mean, does anybody think that Bregman could be signing a short term deal? Right. I don't think there's a lot of teams that really want to give him 6 or 7 years. That's my take. I mean, it could be one of those things where guys like him and Pete Alonso are going to have to settle for a short term deal, kind of like Jordan Montgomery and Cody Bellinger last offseason. This could be the case for the Yankees, or not for the Yankees. This could be the case for guys like Bregman and Pete Alonso. They would have to sign some short term deals. Jeff McNeil, I'd pass on Jeff McNeil. I'm not on board with Jeff McNeil. Personally, I'm not on board. But that's my opinion. Maybe they took us. Yes, Bregman is a Boris client. So is Pete Alonso. So is Hassan Kim. I think the front office pivoted in the right direction, whichever way it worked, because we're getting great players, and LA sounds like they're. I mean, yeah, I think the Yankees approached the offseason, the way they were supposed to. They did what they had to do, and they're missing one more bat. And David Elias is saying no Alonso or Bregman. I mean, personally, I'm not for those guys either. Alonso is not gonna happen. He's not gonna happen. Bregman, I mean, I say the chances are slim, but he's still out there. Hey, Mr. Controversy, what's up there, Ronnie? How's it going? Good to see you. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Ali? He says, "How are you doing? I love for the Yankees trade for Luis Arraez. He's a good contact hitter. The only thing is, that's what we've been. That's been a discussion here. Is are you okay with him having bad defense, but his bat being good? 42 likes. Let's go. Yeah, and you might be right on this. He could. Yankees may not want to deal with Boris, but I doubt that. I mean, Boris is he's got a lot of players under him, so Bregman's not going to get $200 million deal. He'll probably be willing to sign a short-term deal closer to spring training. The more likely he's willing to deal. Yeah, maybe. I mean, here we are, January 6th. Once February hits, he's gonna, and if he's not signed by February, and once we're in February and he's not signed, I mean, he might have to settle for a short-term deal. I mean, what's he going to do? Sign in the middle of the season? I don't think he wants to do that. Oh, yeah, nah, there's no spot for Alonso. And I never wanted Pete Alonso, personally. You're not going to start anything yet, Mr. Controversy. You're not going to start anything yet. So, I mean, he got a lot of his clients signed. Now he's just, he's got 3, to my knowledge, right? He's got, Pete Alonso, Alex Bregman, and then Ha-Seong Kim. So, it's kind of right now. It's just nobody's really moving. There's just conversations. There's discussions happening, but nothing is happening yet. So I'm just checking to see if there's like any other news coming out. If Jeff Passan or anybody is saying that any baseball news. I mean, again, John Heyman came out with that tweet earlier. He's saying, hearing at least for now, that that Luis Arraez is not seen as a fit for the Yankees, but yeah, I mean, I would not complain about Bregman's defense. I mean, I will admit Alex Bregman's defense at third base would be valuable. His bat is fine, right? He has postseason experience. He's been to the dance before. He could be an option, but I am definitely not signing him to a $200 million deal where it's, at 6-7 years. No way. So, yeah, Arson Judge. I mean, yeah, no, fans are never going to let him down for that, the whole Arson Judge thing. But there's been some noise around Major League Baseball. Again, they with Michael Lorenzen, he signed a contract with the Kansas City Royals on a 1-year deal worth $7 million. And, there is a 2nd-year mutual option for $12 million. So it's good pickup for the Royals. I mean, Lorenzen's not bad. He's a good pitcher. I like him. So let's see. John Heyman reported that, so I don't know if he's still mad because of the Yankees fan. He probably is, but whatever. Guys, see everyone later. I'm off to dinner with the wife. Portuguese chicken. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh man, I'm hungry now. What else? Who's eating what for dinner? What are you all eating for dinner? If Bregman were a lefty, maybe it's a consideration. Well, the way I see it, D-Rod, I mean, I see your point. I mean, the lefty bat would be fantastic. Whether it's lefty bats or righty bats, the lineup needs to do a better job of hitting lefty pitching, because when it came to lefty pitching, the Yankees bats were terrible in 2024. So, Bregman can go somewhere, just not here. Yeah, you're definitely not a fan of Bregman. I get it. 45 likes. All right, let's go. Let's get those likes up, people. Let's get those likes up. Finally ate a pound of ground beef. That's good, man. I'm glad you're able to eat. Some rice? Okay. Rice is good. Rice is good. Yeah. We know you're there in the down under. You're way ahead of us. We already know there, Brad. You don't need to tell us. Cardiologist is here. Okay. Well, yeah, hit me up, man. Let me know how things are going. Let me know how things are going. But yeah, folks, I mean, I wanted I wanted the Yankees. In my opinion, I would have liked Gavin Lux because I know defensively he's good. I know offensively he's not. He wasn't. The he doesn't have the best bat, but his bat did show some promise because the first half of the season, he was bad. He was bad, but the second half of the season he absolutely turned it around. I wouldn't have minded Gavin Lux. I know some fans weren't exactly for it. I would have liked him. I want to pull up his stats. Let me see if I could find the stats. So yeah, first half of the season, Gavin Lux he hit 213 in the first half of the season. Second half, he hit 304. That was a big improvement. You look at the months, March, April, 182 batting average. In May, he hit 247. June, 237. He turned it around in July and August. He hit 299, 295. September, October, he hit 241. Again, his second half performance was a lot better. I would have personally loved for the Yankees to get Gavin Lux. I would have picked Lux over Arraez if I'm being honest. I know Arraez could hit. I get all that. He would be a solid leadoff hitter, but he just doesn't have the defense. So doing a Philly cheesesteak, nice. I like Philly cheesesteak. You could really see the Yankees returning back to the World Series. I could see it too. They just need a they just need to get another. They need to sign or trade for another bat. They have to. Again, their internal options. I'm not really that excited about their internal options. Brad and D-Rod discussing lotto numbers. Yeah, that's cool. You guys could leave me out, bums. Just kidding. Maybe chicken and rice if I could hold anything down. Uh-oh, Stephen B., are you sick? I would have liked Gavin Lux, man. I really would have. Again, defensively, I think he would have been great, and he could play different positions. I think he would have been good for the Yankees. Again, defensively, he's definitely better than Arraez. I would have loved to have him, and again, his second half performance in the regular season was fantastic. And his during the World Series, he wasn't too bad. The big thing with him was just he needs to come down on his strikeouts. The guy did strike out a lot. So but yeah, I would have liked Gavin Lux, but again, unfortunately, he got traded to the Reds. Which is funny. Jim Bowden came out with a tweet saying that he could get flipped to the Yankees from the Reds, but then that of course he poured cold water on it. Apparently that's not the case. He decided the Reds are going to keep him. I don't know where Bowden got the information that he was going to get traded, that they were going to flip him, but didn't sound like that was really going to happen. So that would have been awesome if it did, though. The Yankees need another bat and another lefty reliever. They need, in my opinion, they need two lefty relievers. They need to get 2 lefty relievers. I know they were talking about Andrew Chafin, and they were obviously talking about Tim Hill. I'm not for Chafin personally. I'm not a guy that wants Chafin. Hill, I'd be down to bring him back for a year. He was a good arm for the Yankees. I didn't know who he was, so. Stomach bug, man, folks. Yeah, there's been quite a few people getting sick lately. So I know, I know some people. I know some people I know here personally. They've been getting sick too. So something's going around. Take care of yourselves, people. Whatever's going around, man. Just hopefully you all feel better sooner rather than later. Chafin is a dumpster fire. I wouldn't want him. I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't. I'm not for Chafin. I mean, like I said, Tim Hill would be. I wouldn't mind him coming back for a 1-year deal. If the Yankees were to trade back for Wandy Peralta, I'd be down for that. I am a Wandy Peralta fan if we're talking about lefty arms. And then as far as another arm, I mean, Tanner Scott would be awesome, but that's not going to happen. And he's looking for $20 million a season. I don't know what team is willing to pay him that. And I'm looking at the poll right now. It looks like there are 84 votes, and 68% of you are saying that the Yankees should trade for Arraez. And then there's 20% of you saying no. The other 12% is saying to trade or sign someone else. So the majority of you want Arraez. So the majority of you want Arraez. I mean, I get it. The thing I'm going to keep saying it. The thing that scares me about him is his defense. Yes, his offense is great, but I don't know. I don't know if that's somebody. I don't know if the Yankees, again, they could still be in talks, right? From John Heyman's tweet, it could be what it sounds like to me is the talks are probably on hold. So they'll probably talk and revisit again. That's what I think. You would prefer Tim. He was a good reliever for the Yankees, especially in the postseason. Yeah, I agree with you there. He was definitely great for the Yankees in the postseason. Definitely brought that fire, and it was one of those dumpster dive moves by Brian Cashman. So apparently there are rumors that Scott has received. I did read that too. I wonder what teams made that offer though. I wonder what teams have offered him $20 million per season. Why hasn't he taken it yet? If that's the case, are they teams that he's not really liking, or what's the deal? Are these teams that offered him $20 million? Are these teams not? Are they not competitive? I mean, I'm pretty sure he would want to play for a team that's competitive, that's going to get into play for the postseason. So again, got to wonder who's making these $20 million per year offers to him, because there are some teams that are in need of a closer, no doubt. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm just trying to think of other names that are out there that the Yankees could go after. I mean, you had Brandon Lau and Diaz, but the Rays said they're going to hold on to him. There was Nathaniel Lowe from the Texas Rangers, but he got traded to the Nationals, so he's not an option anymore. There's also Jace Young and Josh Young, and I believe Jace Young plays for the Tigers. So could he be an option? The other name, and Ken's going to be really happy about this, and he's still a free agent, is Jerickson Profar, people. Jerickson Profar is still out there. Could the Yankees sign him? He's still available. He's still out there. That's another name that the Yankees could look into. He has a lot of infield experience. Yes, he's been playing the outfield more, but you can easily move him back to the infield, and you could probably play him at third base and move Jazz over to second. So there's that option, right? Profar is still out there. Arenado, assuming if the Yankees are still in on him, do you still try to trade for him? Arenado doesn't want to be in St. Louis. He doesn't want to be in St. Louis. The Cardinals are trying to trade him, but their market is limited, and they're going to have to eat a good chunk of his contract to make it worthwhile because a lot of teams are not going to want to take on that money. But why would a team that is not going to be competitive offer? Well, one would think, but one would think that the team that's making the offer has got to be competitive, but sometimes a non-competitive team could come along and offer that kind of money. Let's look at the Minnesota Twins. I'm not saying the Twins are in on him, but look at the offer that they made to Carlos Correa at the time, and they were nowhere near competitive. Just saying. Both Youngs are crap defensively. I get that, but I'm just throwing names out there, Ken. I'm just throwing names out there. And I threw out your boy there, Profar. Tanner worth more than Edwin? Yeah, I'm there with you. That Marcus Semien deal is starting to turn the other way for the Rangers. What are you saying, that it's not working out for him? Yeah, Jazz hadn't played infield since 2022 when he was positioned at third. He was fine, a great athlete, can adapt. Yeah, absolutely. So Profar could very well be that guy. He could be that guy that fills the Yankees' need. So he's another player that is available. I don't know what kind of contract he's looking for, but I remember you mentioned 3 years for $45 million. That's $15 million a season. I'd be down with that, Ken, 100%. And you put him in the infield with the other guys, with Goldschmidt, with Jazz, with Profar, Volpe. My God, yeah, that infield would be solid. It's the start of the decline for Semien, and they're halfway through. Yeah. Marcus Semien's contract, let's see. Kind of got me wondering now. I got to wonder about their other boy too, because he's a good player but gets hurt a lot. Yeah, he's going to be 34. He's not turning 35 till September, so he'll be 34 to start the season. Yeah, he'll be a free agent in 2029. So 4 more years, and yeah, he's getting paid $26 million. So yeah, they're stuck with him. That's for sure. Profar wants 3 years. Hey, I'd give him 3 years. Yeah, I know. They're paying DJ $15 million to sit on the bench. I'd be down with Profar getting $15 million a year. I wouldn't be opposed to that. $45 million for 3 years. I think that's a good offer. I know the Yankees are not ruling out playing DJ in the infield or be the starter, whether it's third base or second base. But I hope that's not the case. His starting days are over. That's it, man. Can't keep relying on DJ. So the Yankees are stuck with him for 2 years unless they decide to DFA him. But I don't see them DFAing DJ with $30 million left on his contract. If it was $15 million, yeah, you can potentially see it. You can see them DFAing DJ for that for $15 million, but not $30 million. I think I could see the Yankees DFAing him with one more year left on his contract. So, but that's what we got, though, folks. I mean, that's what we have. They will try them at third if they don't get anybody, though. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. If the Yankees go internal, I'd rather them go Peraza, because Peraza's defense is excellent, and he could play third. He could play shortstop, obviously. He could play second base, but I'd rather stick him at third if Volpe's going to be your starting shortstop, which he's going to be. Yeah, I mean, could be Goldie. Or it could be DJ filling in for Goldie or Ben Rice. The Semien deal is why teams are starting to get gun shy with long-term contracts. I mean, yeah, it's true, man. I mean, I thought it was a bit of an overpay for Semien. I mean, I think he's a good player, but I thought that was a bit of an overpay. And Corey Seager is an excellent player too. But the thing is, I mean, he's another guy who gets hurt a lot. I actually wanted the Yankees to sign him at the time when he was a free agent. So, but he's another guy. He when he's on, he's on. He's a good player, but the guy does get hurt. $47 likes. Let's go. Let's try to get to that 50. Let's try to get to that 50 if we can. I mean, yeah, I wanted DJ to sign back with the Yankees, absolutely. But if I knew, right, if I was able to predict the future, if I knew what was going to happen in the future, and if this guy was going to be riddled with injuries and it was going to just mess up the rest of his career, I would have said no way. But, we got to remember DJ was, he had some couple of good seasons with the Yankees, but then injuries, man. Nobody was giving it to him, so Cash gave him 6 years to lower that AAV. So, $15 million a year during that time was a friendly deal at the time. Right now, yeah, it doesn't look so hot. Doesn't look so great. Yeah, I'm not either. The only thing I'm saying about DJ is that his best days are behind him. The injuries have ruined him, unfortunately. So, yeah, his best days are behind him. Yeah, for a 32-year-old, kind of like when the Yankees signed A-Rod to that 10-year contract when he was 32. At that time, I was happy at that time when A-Rod was a Yankee, but 10 years, I was like, man, that's way too long for a guy at 32, man. That's not, I knew that wasn't going to age well. So, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it now. It's all in the past. It's done. We can't go back and change it. But, folks, that's about it. That's about what we got right now at the moment. No deals as far as the Yankees go. I mean, they've been having discussions. So we'll see what happens with the Luis Arraez deal, if they're still in on Luis Arraez, according to John Heyman. He's, they're on. The talks are on hold. From what it sounds like, the talks are on hold, so they could revisit it. Are the Yankees still in on Arenado? Even though Jack Curry said that the Yankees are not in on Arenado, but you didn't hear that really from Brian Cashman. But you didn't. But who knows who knows who else they're in on? They could be in on a player that we haven't even talked about or even heard of. So there is that. All right. So again, folks, we'll just have to wait and see, right? We're about 80 days away from opening day. We're 38 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training. So just got to get through this month. And once February hits, let's go. February hits, you start to get that feeling with baseball coming around and everybody's in a happy mood. They're looking forward to the baseball season. I know I'm looking forward to the baseball season. I'm excited for the season. So it'll be an interesting season. I will say that. The Judge and Soto deal will look the same as DJ contract does now, but with way more money. Unfortunately, whether it's good players, bad players, man. I mean, when these guys get older, body starts to wear out. It happens. 50 likes. Let's go. Pito Will, thank you so much. Have a good night, man. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, though, people. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I do appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Thank you to the new subscribers. I do greatly appreciate it. I will go live again. I don't know when. I'm trying to plan something with Rob from Pinstripe Chronicles podcast. Which shout out to those guys. They're killing it over there. I want to get him on here, and I want to start. I want to talk Yankees prospects with him because he focuses a lot on Yankees prospects, and I'd love to get his insight on players. And of course, if folks in the chat have any questions for me, always drop those questions. But I need to coordinate that with him, get that going, and then I have a stream that I'm going to do with the Back It Up Binge podcast. That's going to be pre-recorded. So I'm looking forward to that. For those of you that don't know, Back It Up Binge podcast is an Orioles fan. So you'll see him pop in from time to time and say what's up. And he kind of fills us in about the Orioles and whatnot. So it's always cool to see his views on the Baltimore Orioles. But yeah, I'll be jumping on a stream with him. Again, it's going to be pre-recorded. And once I get the link and whatnot, I'll share that with all of you so you guys and gals can go check it out. But again, that's going to do it for me, people. Greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all for the support. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. If news comes out, I'll go live or I'll put out a YouTube short. Greatly appreciate it, people. Have a good night. See you all next time.